What's up, everyone? It's Sunny SoL SoVereign. Had to redo this thing. Just checking my audio again. Alrighty, and we're back. Everything sounds good. So again, I'm Sunny SoL SoVereign. The point of this channel is to educate, keep ourselves up to date with, crypto and all these other ecosystem and protocols. This is the technology of the future. A lot of this stuff has to do with, just redoing our whole financial system, especially if you live over here in the US. Well, there's a global thing that's going on, but if you live in the US, if you look like me, you're just tired of being, treated or a certain way just because, there's a great way to go ahead and you gotta buy your freedom. I forgot the young boy's name. He looked like a real young dude. Here in the United States, you gotta buy your freedom. I mean, you're not born free here. You have to buy your freedom. So whatever, and that's different for everyone. You know what I mean? If you live here and you can be content with certain things, your freedom might cost a little, less. If you need other things, your freedom might cost more. If a person lives here and has no family, no wife, no kids, no brothers, no sister, no cousins, no uncle, no aunt, and they have and they want something else out of life, like their freedom might not cost as much. Now, if you got kids, wife, a mom and dad, cousins, aunt, uncle, and they all alive and they all healthy, y'all all talk like regular stuff, regular people stuff, then your freedom might cost a little more, especially if everyone in your family is doing, doing bad. So yeah, you gotta really buy your freedom here in the U.S. and a lot of places in the world. I don't want to just single out the U.S. You gotta buy your freedom basically everywhere where like capital rules. But anyways, it's already 10:08. Like I said in my last video, I kind of got messed up how I redo it. I was on there for like 17 minutes, but yeah, got some things to do today, so I just want to go ahead and jump right into it. Again, I'm Sunny SoL SoVereign. We're here to educate, stay educated ourselves, and that's because we're running a treasury. I make in the end of every episode here show, I'm creating these NFTs, and here in a few months I will be selling these NFTs, and all the profits will be going into a vault, and this vault is initially the treasury of the SoL SoVereign community. We're gonna go ahead and raise, we're gonna go ahead and trade that vault till we get into a sufficient amount of capital, and then go ahead and deploy that capital back out to our, physical and digital ecosystem for the overall good and sustainability of our ecosystem. We want to start creating more Afro-American, Afro-Latin American, decentralized and centralized ecosystem like that. We can buy and sell our water, our resources, our land, in a more, equal and more trusted way. What's more trusted than a blockchain, which is just a whole bunch of public ledgers? That's what we do. That's what we run on now. That's what the central bank is. That's what your energy is. Your electricity is all coming from a private single source ledger that no one has the power or the access to even see what type of transactions are going on. But a lot of that's about change thanks to blockchain, and we're just gonna go ahead and just get into it. Got a few stories I want to get into, but first, as always, we'll start with the charts. I should take this off. I just want to keep that on there, but Hope I don't confuse too many people. This Bitcoin chart been marked up, but anyways, we're looking at Bitcoin on the daily here. Didn't hold that 23K as we wanted yesterday. So I'm a bearish man when I'm looking at it on the daily. I would like to see it bounce around here, or at least on that 21-day moving average. I would not want to see it cross beneath that 7-day moving average. Again, that's really all I can say. We can see a leg down or some consolidation, but really not even too much consolidation. I really see a leg down if we can go back up to at least 23K and make that support. So let's go ahead and zoom in now, like the 5.5 hourly. And now this is telling us almost like a whole different story. I would be a bullish SoL right now, very bullish. If I can only look at this during this time frame, we see here that the price pips has came and risen above the 231-day moving average, and it seems like it's retesting that area and wants to make it support. We also see that red line, that 21-day moving average, creeping above the 231-day moving average. That's a good sign, and that's what we want to see. And then what we really want to see for the long term. So right now, we see the 21-day moving average crossing above the 231-day moving average. I would like to see this become support. And I think it could hit that. It could, try to confuse us, be retouching that area for the next week or so. Nothing longer than that. And then we would need to see some other type of confirmation that we're going to go up or down or sideways. But right now, we're in a tight squeeze, or up or down. Besides that, if the yellow line, if the 77-day moving average was to pass above the 231-day moving average, now I'm bullish for a little bit longer term. Now I'm bullish probably for 3 weeks, 4 weeks maybe. Waiting for those retests and some confirmation to the up or downside, or consolidation, because if we come and test that 77-day moving average, I don't think we will be in such a tight of a squeeze, and we probably have area to go sideways. That being said, that's my opinion on the 5.5 hourly. Let's go ahead and move to the hourly on Bitcoin. Again, I hope you guys are all doing well. Hope you guys are all doing well in the markets. You guys to choose to attend and work, whether that's the S&P, whether that's the crypto market. Well, right now I think the S&P is closed. I don't think they open on weekends, but yeah, I know y'all still doing y'all due diligence, and I hope y'all having a great, blessed day. So here on the hourly, again, bullish dude, looking good. We see that 200-day moving average coming up, and be nice if we can touch that area and confirm that's gonna be a good support area where people will go ahead and buy in. Yeah, so that's Bitcoin. We can move in a little further, but that'll just be the 7-minute. Again, we're not here to really day trade, at least not as of yet. Let's go ahead and learn how this thing moves on the daily, the weekly, and the hourlies before we go ahead and look at it on the minute. Again, I do got some stories I want to go ahead and go over. I'm kind of super excited to go over those, but let's go ahead and look at ETH. Is this how we should do it? Again, if you guys don't know, I'm SoL SoVereign. We here. Did I explain the whole goal of this channel? The whole goal of this channel is to stay educated on these, blockchain ecosystems and protocols. This is the technology of the future, And me as an investor, I want to make sure I know what to be investing in. So I need to know these in and out. Even if I have to learn a little bit of coding, a little bit of Solidity, deploy my own smart contracts, stuff like that. I understand when a buggy code is coming along, saying they going to the moon. Like that, I could identify it a little earlier on. So this is the reason we have this channel. Stay educated on the crypto markets. And yeah, if you haven't already, come join the Discord. The plan is to grow a community of traders, money managers, investors, people that are into technical analysis, on-chain analysis, laws, health. If you're into just being sovereign, this Discord is for you. What else we got going on? I am also creating 100 unique NFTs, SoL SoVereign NFTs, and all the profits of those will be going to the SoL SoVereign Treasury Vault, where we will go ahead and trade and invest our profits that we made from our sales, and then until we hit a good amount of capital that we feel that we can go ahead and invest back into our community for a return of investment, but for the overall good and sustainability of our community and our people. I want to see more, Afro-Latin American, Afro-American, ecosystem, especially in the blockchain space. I want to go to, I want to see more of those. We need more of those. I want to see more people that look like me own exchanges. I want to see more people like me, own metaverses. But before we get into all that, metaverse is actually one of the stories I want to get into later, so I'll just stop there. Ethereum. Let me continue. So all the profits will be going to our treasury. We're going to go ahead and trade until we get to a sufficient amount and then invest back into our people, right? So initially we want to, basically, whatever the word is, we want to be an on-chain fund, some type of fund maybe. I really don't know what the definition of a venture capital fund, but we want to be some type of fund where we go ahead and fund our communities and our geniuses to go ahead and get their ideas off the ground, so they can, with their platform, can go ahead and do good in the community and for the overall good of our ecosystems, our physical ones and our digital ones. So that's the plan. We're also going to be like some NFT incubator, because just like 19 Key said, and I was also saying this in the future, we're going to be getting our resources and stuff probably from our communities. A lot of these things are going to, the future is going to be way more community based. So, and everyone's going to be owning NFTs. 19 Keys, he believes everyone's going to have thousands and thousands of NFTs in their wallets. And it may be. It really may be. I see more like hundreds and hundreds, but it really could just go, thousands and thousands. Maybe he's talking more like 10, 20 years, but yeah, so we're going to go ahead and build this community of just smart traders and investors and people that want to become sovereign. And we're going to go ahead and move as a community, move as a group, because that's how we could get things, done. That's how we got more of a voice, and that's the plan. So again, we want to be like an on-chain fund and NFT incubator, where we also onboard people that want to, be educated and start, what's the word I'm looking for? Utilizing this technology in their everyday lives, whether that be, a Crypto.com debit card. I'm not over here promoting Crypto.com, but I'm just saying, small stuff like that. Just like during the time Visa and MasterCards came out, I'm pretty sure there was a lot of people out there that made some money just like, hey, this is how you use a Visa and MasterCard. This is how you withdraw money. You go and you set a four number pin, 3-number pin, stuff like that. So yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan. The SoL SoVereign community. That's the plan. Alright, let's get back into what we gotta talk about, shall we? Been here for 15 minutes. Alright, Ethereum. Here it is on the daily. It's trying. And I see Bitcoin and Ethereum doing a little run up. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I can see this thing. I can see Bitcoin going to 28, 31K. And then back down. And back up, consolidating. I see this thing can go up to... Man, I can see this thing going up to 20, 27, 2800. Consolidating, coming back down, going back up, consolidating. DCA now. Remember, what's the difference of... You know what I mean? But DCA, I ain't gonna hold you. DCA and Bitcoin, because right now a lot of things may be up in the air for Ethereum, but Ethereum, it's that supercomputer. What's your guys' opinion on Ethereum? What's your guys' opinion on the future? Do you guys see multiple centralized blockchains working together, bridged together? Sometimes I can't even wrap my head around on the whole idea of how these things are gonna be. Solana, you know, XRP, stuff like that. But that's why we gotta stay up to date with these news, because the moment we see that we see someone like, you know, the United States is using XRP, stuff like that, bullish. But right now, a lot of stuff is built on Ethereum. Ethereum has so much utilities. I do sound different, but right now I am on claw mode. I'm not saying claw mode, but I can do this. And when we put some more heads together, we can do this. We just need the right people and the right leadership. And that's why SoL SoVereign's here. You heard? Let's go. Let's keep going. So yes, here is our exit price. So as soon as this thing hits $1.20, I already got an alert on my phone. I'm taking profits, or leaving in the profits, taking my initial investment out. Technically, is what I'm doing. If you don't know, Matic is Polygon, the layer 2 solution for Ethereum, and they have some major news that's been coming out, especially surrounding their zero knowledge. You know, Ethereum virtual machine, which is I have not much knowledge about, but it's gonna help them in their transaction, lowering fees and whatnot. So a lot of hype around that. I believe I think that's supposed to go live or go on beta in about 100 days. I seen an article on that probably yesterday or a few days ago, so probably around 3 months. This thing's supposed to kick off. So major news on that. You know, buy the news. What is it? Buy the news, sell the rumor, or buy the rumor, sell the news. Something like that. If that thing was right, I'd be buying right now, and in 3 months I will flush or be taking out my profits. So that's why I could see Ethereum going up to 25, 2800 in the next few weeks, in the next 2, 3, 4 weeks, because of the hype around Polygon right now. So keep that in mind when you're doing this. That also as well, that I do kind of see Bitcoin going on the up and up, probably hitting 28, 31K. Not financial advice, because I do see more consolidation happening, especially with Bitcoin. But again, like I said yesterday, what's the difference between 20 or 10K Bitcoin, man, if you're really looking at this on the long term? If you're looking at this at a 4-year investment, we're going to see 100K Bitcoin, that's for sure. I don't know if we're going to see 101K Bitcoin, but we're going to see 100K Bitcoin. If we got to go Bitcoin number 2, we're going to go on Bitcoin number 2. But yeah, that's Matic. Again, SoL SoVereign Vault is holding 100% Matic, and we will be taking out our profits when $1.20 or so comes. Next chart, link. We got a chain link here. We got a chain link here, which might be our next investment. Hold on, I need a drink. 1 second. Alright, my fault, you guys. Alright, so here we got you guys can hear me still? Cool. Hopefully you guys still hear me. Here we got a chain link, and my plan on link, if I can, in our community vault, I'll probably be investing into this next. Maybe. I got some studying to do, some research to do. Not studying, some more research to do. I just want to see what's all our options. I'm not an altcoin investor, and I'm not Bitcoin maxi. I'm a realist. I look at things by numbers. I don't care. I will stop believing in Bitcoin if Bitcoin became number 100 in market cap, and I will believe in Ethereum Classic as the new Bitcoin. Cause I'm a numbers guy. If I see more money, more traction, more things going on in Ethereum Classic, I see it's number 1 in market cap, number 1 in, you know, 24-hour volume, how much money was going around, flowing around. I would be like, you know what, maybe Bitcoin ain't the best store of value right now. And you know, there's a joke because, you know, ETH Classic is like still a supercomputer. That's the original ETH anyways. But Bitcoin Classic or whatever, another store of value type protocol. Anyways, back to Link. I'm really looking at Link. Why? If you go to CoinMarketCap, if you go to CoinGecko, and let's do this right now. Let's go to CoinGecko, right? We're here, cryptocurrency, go categories, right? And there's all the categories. Ethereum, ecosystem, smart contract, platform, BNB. Let's go ahead and find Link. What type of protocol is Link? Chain Link? Well, it's an Oracle protocol. Number 38 by when we go by market cap, market cap. So the Oracle protocols makes altogether 563,161,167 bucks is flowing around. Those type of protocols. And when you take that into account from the overall, hold on, let me see this. I'm so sorry, I was looking at, so yeah, Oracle protocols make up, I was so wrong, 4,057,438,608 dollars are flowing around through these Oracle protocols. When it comes to the comparing to all the other market caps for all these other type of protocols, it's number 38. We see it right, number 38. That means lending and borrowing has more money flowing around through it. Internet of Things have more money flowing around through it. Wrap tokens. You know, Metaverse has this. One day is going to be, for some reason I see this being number one. I don't see why it should. Number one, number two. Unless my thinking's so wrong. You know, NFT markets has, you know, $17 billion worth of money flowing around through it. So back to Link. You go into Oracle protocols and you automatically see the difference. Automatically. There's not even another protocol that has $200 million flowing around through it. Chainlink has no competition when it comes to this Oracle protocol. Now, what is this protocol? What does it do? Why is it so important? I don't know the answers to all three, but I think I know answers to a couple. What is Chainlink? Chainlink goes ahead and can bring real-time data. So let's say like the score of a football game, or let's say the price of a certain of oil during a certain time, during this date, during this minute. You know, real-time data. Chainlink go ahead and take that data and implement it, put it on to the blockchain without no disruption and all that, which is great because we don't have to rely on a third-party entity giving us that data. Because if it was up to me, let's say, all right, I'm gonna give you this real-time data, and I'll go ahead, my company will put it onto your server, and that's our job, right? And they're like, all right, cool. Well, I can mess up that data. If I'm watching a football game and it's 30-29, I could put 32-29 on your, you know what I mean, onto your website, onto your server. Now, if it was just an Oracle, if it was just code, that course, it'd be different. Anyways, that's the best way I could define Chainlink. Why can't other people do this? Got me there. I ain't a coder. I don't know why there's not more of a market for this. I don't know why there's not more competition. But if you look at this, if you look at the market cap, number 2, the second highest protocol in this sector, doesn't even have 200 million. It has $181 million running around through it. Whereas Chainlink has $3 billion. $3 billion. This thing has no competition in this sector right now. This is why I'm super bullish on Chainlink. Also, we're starting to see more and more why Chainlink is needed in the DeFi sector. Everyone's starting to come out with more articles why it's needed in the DeFi sector. And as far as I can see, if not other competitors can come out and replicate this protocol, that is showing me value in this protocol. Then I see DeFi doing so well while these other lending protocols and financial protocols are doing so bad. I'm seeing how well real decentralized finance can be when we are really trusting the code and have our ethics in the right place. We can flow like water in this financial system and not break so easily. So when I see that, I'm like, all right, that's great. I'm happy to see the foundation of decentralized finance doing so well. Then when you hear, okay, we need protocols like Chainlink to continue, feeding us real-time data, into our blockchain. Now all this is just looking super bullish. I'm a bullish soul. I'm a bullish soul sovereign right now. With DeFi, with Chainlink, I'm bullish. And I really do. I think I do see the future of multiple blockchains as being bridged together. So the question is, which blockchains? Is it going to be Ethereum and all these others coming into Ethereum for its utilities and then bridging back out? What is it? That's the question. But Chainlink is something we are looking into heavily. Curve, another one we're looking into heavily. Now Curve is a automated market maker protocol, whatever that is. But anyways, I believe it's used, it collects data and numbers in a market, let's say like an exchange, and it basically keeps the exchange running or that market running in a fluid state, so it keeps things liquid. It knows how it keeps the market liquid and whatnot. It's an automated market maker. Once things get bought, it takes it out of the market. When things get sold, take it out of the market. When things get bought, or whatever, vice versa. It keeps tracks of the market, keeps tracks of the buying and selling, and knows how to keep a market running smoothly. I believe that's what automated market maker, that's what the job is supposed to be. Now if you ask me how does it really do it, I probably can't even name one terminology name from that process. But that being said, we understand DeFi is doing well. We haven't seen no hacks when it comes to Curve, and we're seeing it do it well when it comes to price action. I think almost damn near doubling. Yeah, this shit was around 50, tripling almost. This shit almost hit 50 cents. It's in around almost $1.40 or $1.40 as we speak now. We're looking at it they're proving themselves right now, and they have proposed to come out with. They're proving themselves right now, and they have proposed to come out with a stablecoin. If you're someone like me and you've seen the diminish of the US dollar, you're going through inflation crisis. You're seeing all these stable coins getting depegged, which is just as bad as inflation, if not worse. It's just inflation doing it, and a couple other people are doing it. And if you know a little bit about that, please join the Discord. Again, I'm Sunny SoL SoVereign. We here keeping ourselves and each other up to date on the markets and on these protocols, so we can go ahead and invest into the future properly. Our main thing is sovereignty for ourselves and our people, and we're gonna get there. The goal of the SoL SoVereign community is to build more, Afro-Latin American and Afro-American decentralized and centralized ecosystems. A metaverse, and we create our own metaverse, our own stores in the metaverse. Go ahead and buy our own food and clothes in the metaverse, our own land in the metaverse, our own deeds, house deeds in the metaverse. With some things having some physical components attached to them, of course. We ain't stupid over here. But that's the plan. So you can kinda look at us as a on-chain fund and NFT incubator, because we believe the future is gonna be NFT driven and community driven. A lot of skills and stuff can go ahead and be monetized now, and services and goods. So it's our jobs to make sure we're utilizing these technologies so we can control and have a voice when rules and regulations are coming, because they're coming. So back into it. Curve, we're gonna keep our eyes into this. We're gonna keep our eyes on this now. Okay. So again, they're coming out with stable coins such as, same things, Aave and all these other, not all these other people, a few handful of other people are gonna go ahead and try this over collateralized stablecoin, and we're gonna keep our eyes on this as well. Talking about stablecoins, I think that's a great segue for our first story of today. Demand for widely used stablecoin is huge, says DeFi expert. Found this on the Digital Breadwinners website. If you haven't already, go check out this website. Of course, this person and this team found it from probably another source, and I wish they put the name on it because I like to shout out the writers. Maybe they did. Let me see. Well, they did put the source link on there. So Veronica Reniker is the writer of this article. Dropped about 3 days ago, July 20th. But we're gonna go ahead and read it on my man's page, because this is where I did find it. And he did put the source on it, so my fault. So let's go ahead and read it. Demand for widely used zero stablecoin is huge, says DeFi experts. And you know what? I gotta go ahead and put a tweet out there. So this be a good tweet right now. I'm trying to tweet every couple hours, and I already missed an hour. Before we get into this, let me go ahead and just tweet it out and shout out the writer. Personal guy, YouTube. YouTube. Discord. Twitter. So, I ain't spending all day. Yeah, you gotta give credit where credit's due, you know what I mean? I'm gonna use someone's article and talk about it, shout them out, because I know if I wrote it, I want to be shouted out too. It's just a little joke. I'm gonna go ahead and tweet it. Just has me thinking, you know? Just has me thinking. So let's go ahead and... Demand for widely used Euro stablecoin is huge, says DeFi expert. The market capitalization of Tether USDT, a United States dollar peg stablecoin, is at present over 65 billion in market cap, right? Market cap of USDT is around $65 billion right now. USD coin, USDC, one other stablecoin backed by the US greenback, clocks in close to 55 billion. Some studies estimate that the overall market cap of the dollar stablecoin is over 160 billion. I don't know how that is when you put those numbers together. Oh wait, okay, those I'm talking about all the stablecoins. That's dollar backed. Regardless of the success of the dollar-backed stablecoins, there has not been a euro stablecoin that's even remotely comparable in dimensions. By the tip of June, the US-based firm Circle, that's important, introduced that it's going to launch its personal euro stablecoin, the Eurocoin, the EuroC, on the Ethereum blockchain, with a euro-based stablecoin. With a euro-based stablecoin, uncomplicated euro transfer shall be a potential worldwide sooner or later, as it presents the case with the U.S. greenback. It's funny. You got a U.S. base company, Circle, launching a stablecoin for Europe, their Euro stablecoin, on a European blockchain. That's not. Vitalik is European. He's not American. Let's remember that. So Euro C, you might be U.S. based, but you are still a foreign company. Foreign, how you pronounce that word? And we gotta make America great again. Our people gotta make America great again. We the only ones that can make America great again. So, just remember that. We gotta put more money back into America. We gotta have more American businesses. I ain't talking about American industrial businesses making socks, making fucking sofas. We have to join this technical revolution and start utilizing this technology so we can have a good grip on this, so we can be one of the whales in this. Don't believe in whales, but if we're gonna be doing this country to country thing, then we need to have our money and our businesses over here as well, so we can have a voice as a continent. But we gotta redo that whole voice. Right now, the voice talking for us is shitty. But the only way to get there is through financial literacy, knowing what's going on in this financial war that is going on. I ain't stupid. Look, let's read that again. By the tip of June, the U.S.-based firm Circle, a U.S.-based company, introduced that it's going to launch its personal Euro stablecoin, so the new European dollar, Euro coin, Euro C, on the Ethereum blockchain, a European blockchain. So it's like European, American, European. It's hard to know who's who, because they're all working together so well. With a Euro-based stablecoin, the uncomplicated Euro transfer shall be potential worldwide sooner or later, as it presents the case with the U.S. greenback. As an alternative of the Eurozone-based enterprise, Circle has opted to concern the deliberate Euro stablecoin by way of the U.S. financial institution Silvergate. However, is it permissible for a digital coin tied to the Euro to be issued exterior the Eurozone? How will European regulators react? Can Circle merely ignore the upcoming markets and crypto belongings regulation MiCA and functions the stablecoins for exterior European Union? And why is there nonetheless no main Euro stablecoin? I see what they're coming from. What I just got done saying. Why can't they go ahead and make their own Euro company, Euro Circle company that's based out over there? But we look at a blockchain owned by the face who? Vitalik. So either way, it don't matter if Circle lives in America. It's up to Vitalik, which is European, he runs a centralized ecosystem blockchain. He makes all the rules. He can shut down any stablecoin he wants. So this had no meaning at all. Why is there nonetheless no main Euro stablecoin? There is no. You guys have the only blockchain that we're literally talking right now. Ethereum is the #1 supercomputer. We need an Afro-Latin American, Afro-American supercomputer blockchain. That's the goal. This thing got me heated, man. I got passionate about this. Financial freedom is the goal. This ain't for the lighthearted, and we take this very serious over here. So where was I? Cointelegraph requested these inquiries to Patrick Henson, the previous head of blockchain on the German digital inflation Bitcom was, till not too long ago, head of technique and enterprise growth at Pocket supplier Unstoppable Finance. Now Henson advised firms akin all these funds hotline. Okay, Euro stablecoin issued exterior. The European Central Financial Institution (ECB) is preserving its choices open on whether or not and when to launch a digital euro. Nonetheless, it's nonetheless probably not clear to Patrick Henson what precisely the ECB needs to realize with a central bank issued digital euro. Whether or not it's to change into a type of digital money or I can't pronounce that word right now. A brand new cost possibility. Relatively a brand new cost possibility. That's why it's tough to judge the undertaking, he mentioned. Senator Cynthia Lummis says U.S. officials need more time to digest crypto regulation before signing bill. So sorry. Got a burp. Basically, although Henson thinks that personal firms, I don't care about personal firms. Again, thank you, Ms. Veronica, for this article. So, what can we absorb from this article? So, again, we see Europe having this plan on creating a CBDC, a centralized stablecoin for their land, right? But we see that they are gonna probably be using the technology behind USDC to go ahead and create their Euro C, their stablecoin, which is kind of confusing when you think of Europe using an American-based company to go ahead and create their new stable currency. It doesn't really make sense, but then when you think deeper into it, USDC is built on Ethereum, like just how they said on plain sight, which Ethereum is made. The face of Ethereum is who? Vitalik Buterin, I think his last name, which is just I think he's what, German? I think he's German, some type of European. So it's basically a European blockchain. So there's a lot to look into, a lot to keep our eyes on, a lot to digest. What can this mean? Can we see the whole world going to USDC and building a stable coin? What is it so impressive with USDC? How has they been able to, keep their peg? You know what I mean? Every stable coin is quote unquote pegged to something. But how has USDC really been able to keep up with that promise? Talking so much, I think I'm gonna air me. Quick break, you guys. Quick 2-minute break. Aave trying to get their stable coin on. Just a lot of news, a lot of movement happening around stable coins from the point of again deep. Just a lot of movement. Yeah, stable coins and fiat. You know what I mean? We're trying to figure it out as a global, people. We're trying to figure it out. But so yeah, I'm very excited about Curve and Aave and the whole to that soon. Don't worry. So what I want to dive into next is Matter Labs schedules Zero Knowledge Sync 2.0 mainnet launch for October. Was it by the news? By the rumor? So as Ethereum scaling competition heats up, Matter Labs says it will bring the first EVM compatible ZK rollup to the market. Matter Labs, the company behind the zero knowledge rollup ZK Sync, on Wednesday said it plans to launch ZK Sync 2.0 to Ethereum's mainnet in 100 days. This article is from 3 days ago. Shout out to Sam Kessler. With the announcement came to the release of a full ZK Sync roadmap and other details about the project's upcoming milestones. ZK Sync 2.0, a so-called ZK Ethereum virtual machine, is a kind of Ethereum scaling solution as zero-knowledge rollup that aims to decrease Ethereum's high fees and increases the network's transaction capacity. In comparison to the so-called optimistic rollups, zero-knowledge rollups like ZK Sync are considered superior, albeit for more complex for engineers to implement. I don't know that word, albeit. ZK Sync is among the companies that have already employed zero knowledge technology for a handful of more restricted use cases like token swaps and non-fungible tokens, NFT transfer, but no general ZK rollup, one which can handle any Ethereum smart contract, exists yet on Ethereum. Alright. With its announcement, Matter Labs insists that it would be the first team to bring a fully EVM compatible zero-knowledge rollup to market, a ZK EVM. In other words, the team says it would be the first to introduce a rollup that can handle any Ethereum smart contract, meaning developers will be able to build a top ZK Sync just as they would Ethereum's clunkier main network. We've been pretty quiet for the entire existence of the company and the product because we've been doing a lot of R&D work, and R&D work is unpredictable. Matter Labs CEO Alex coined us. We're on the cutting edge of innovation and in the ZK space, he continued. There were a lot of challenges that we didn't want to commit to something that we can't deliver, but now we are changing this and going out with the public roadmap that challenges are really solved. The challenges are really solved to the degree where we are very, very confident that we're going to hit the next milestone. What is zero knowledge Ethereum virtual machine? The ZK EVM technology will mark a paradigm shift in the Ethereum scaling landscape, but until recently it was still thought to be several years away. In general, rollups work by allowing users to transact on a separate layer 2 network that exists separate from a generally slower, more expensive layer 1 or base blockchain. Transactions on the layer 2 network gets bundled up and passed down to layer 1 where they are officially settled. Because the Ethereum rollup transactions are settled on the main blockchain network, they share keep some data per transaction on chain to improve efficiency. They use a whole host of fancy compression tricks to replace data with computation wherever possible. ZK rollups work using so-called ZK snarks, a type of cryptographic tool or proof that allows a person to confirm a statement by only looking at a bite-sized encoded version of it. Zero knowledge technology allows rollups to bundle up and shrink down large quantities of layer 2 transactions before passing them down to layer 1. A layer 1 network only needs to see a small encrypted representation of ZK rollup transactions, not the transactions themselves, to check that they are legitimate. Does this bring more room for hacks? Does this bring more room for, I just gotta show you a small part of this transaction, get to allow me the whole access. I'm not a coder, I'm not a developer. All I can really look at this is from like the philosophical view of it. You know what I mean? There's a lot of reading though. We only got one more paragraph, so let's keep going. The ZK EVM landscape. Wednesday announcement from Matter Labs comes to the heels of two others from SoL and Polygon, both of which are working to launch their own version of a ZK EVM at some point in the near future. Alright, so this dude, Glouch, thinks that Polygon, which announced Wednesday that would be the first ZK EVM to market, was underestimated the amount of time it would take to move from testing to the real world. I know how it looks. I know how long it took us from the concept to the first testnet, and from there through multiple iterations. You build a system, you learn a lot about it, and it gets a lot more complex than previous versions. According to Glotch, Matter Lab, which launched its ZK EVM testnet back in February, has a head start. A lot of soak in. I hope you guys had your paper and pen. Zero knowledge, Ethereum, virtual machine. It's the hot topic. This layer 2, which essentially go ahead and bites down these datas and information and still makes it a way to get to make that a key to put that onto the blockchain in a way that doesn't disrupt anything, and in a way you're shrinking down this data, so now you're able to put more transaction loads onto your blockchain and do more things at a quicker time. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead, keep our eye on this. Can we post this into our Discord? Do we got a place for this in our Discord? We'll go ahead and put it here. Like they said, they got a little heads up on Polygon, but I still consider this kind of like, this is Matter Labs, not Polygon. I think Matter Labs is Polygon. Let's look at it. We got a question, let's look it up. So yes, I'm sorry, you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and take this out because Matter Labs is the creator of the Seek Zero Knowledge, scaling solution. I think Polygon may be the one that wants to be utilized the most on the Ethereum blockchain. Not sure, but we're gonna keep our eye on this, and for that reason, we're gonna put this Matter Labs. Matter Labs like a fundo. Alright, last but not least, one more thing I want to go over. I'm sorry for the being quiet there. So yeah, we went over the stable coins. We went over this new scaling solution everyone's super hyped about. It looks like there was a few ecosystems that's already been utilizing this type of technology. I gotta look more into that on this, zero knowledge roll-ups type of scaling. So we got into that a little bit. We got into the stable coins. We got into Europe making their own stable coins and whatnot. Last thing I want to talk about is a little bit about the metaverse. And let's go ahead and bring up that story. Animoca Brands launches DAO to develop metaverse standards. Several prominent Web3 names have joined the effort to ensure interoperability among virtual worlds. Alright. This is by Jason Nelson. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Jason Nelson. An alliance, alright, hope you guys can hear me well. An alliance of Web3 companies has come together to build an open and borderless metaverse called OMA3, or the Open Metaverse Alliance for Web3. That group says it aims to solve key challenges that the nascent metaverse includes preserving the freedom of information owned by users. Projects joining the alliance with Animoca Brands include Alien Worlds, Dapper Labs, Decentraland, Star Atlas, and The Sandbox. In addition to Web3 projects already linked to Animoca, the alliance includes DAO framework developer Waviti, virtual reality and game developer Space, and blockchain gaming company Upland. So you got these people from Alien Worlds, Dapper Labs, Decentraland, Star Atlas, The Sandbox, all these top NFT and metaverse protocols and ecosystem coming together to try to make some kind of board for rules and regulations. We have to watch this. We have to watch out with this. This is cool, this is good, but it is also very dangerous. We have to watch who we give this type of power to, rules and regulations to. But in a way, like, we know where all the power resides. We know where entertainment resides. We know where, a lot of things resides. So that being said, I thought it was very interesting to see. Let's continue on. The announcement of the new blockchain-based organization comes on the heels of the announcement of another metaverse alliance known as the Metaverse Standards Forum. Founding members of that group include Microsoft, Meta, formerly known as Facebook, Alibaba, which I think is like the Amazon of China, and Sony. Companies not known for letting users keep, much less transfer, their data freely between applications. So we got the big boys of crypto and that these certain metaverses and metaverse and NFT blockchain ecosystem type of technology are all coming and banding together to discuss how they would like to see the future of this technology be. And then we got Microsoft, Facebook, Sony, Alibaba, all the OGs, and they're gonna talk about how they would like the future of this technology to be. Now we as a people have to come and make our own alliance and discuss how we would like this technology to be. You know what I mean? That's the goal. That's the goal of the SoL SoVereign community. Freaking hate this chair. This one be getting stuck on me. But yeah, so let's keep going. OMA3 aims to take a different approach. We believe in a metaverse without restraining walls, where individual platforms are interconnected and fully interoperable. OMA3 said in a blog post. The group said it is inviting all blockchain-based metaverse companies to join the alliance. According to OMA3, this new decentralized automated organization, better known as a DAO, will operate as a consortium guided by inclusivity, transparency, and Web3 principles. That's cool. That's good. I like that. I like that. I like that. A DAO is essentially an online community that uses Web3 tools to organize and spread control among its members. Yeah, we know the standards we create are guided by the goals of true ownership and real-time interoperability, the group says. OMA3 says it will build the alliance infrastructure to ensure the metaverse operates as a unified system where digital assets, identities, and data are permissionless and controlled by users, not platforms. The group also asserts that users will own their assets and will be able to freely transfer them to any OMA3 world without the individual platform permission to any OMA3 world. That don't even sound good right there, but let's keep it going. Animoca Brand is a digital entertainment blockchain and gamification firm that created Sand and Rev tokens and publishes popular games like The Sandbox and Crazy Kings, yada yada yada. Earlier this month, the company announced raising $75 million towards its vision of an open metaverse with investments from Liberty City Ventures, all this other stuff. If you guys don't know, come look at my Discord real quick. Let me show you who Animoca are. Animoca is a VC, right? As a firm, as a fund, whatever you want to call it. Most active investment by vertical number of deals. We see number one is Animoca Brands with 38 NFTs and gaming deals. The most out of all the other funds. So it's leading when it comes to NFTs and gaming deals. Just a little background on who Animoca are. So they're just a fund that's deploying a lot of capital into the gaming metaverse, ecosystems. So that was my last little piece of news for today. I want to get into some more news, but I got some things to do. I didn't even get to go ahead and start making my, NFT. But when I come back, that's what we will be doing. We will be going ahead and creating these NFTs. Quick shout out to Lamar Wilson. I watched his interview on the Breakfast Club yesterday. It was a good interview. If you guys don't know, Lamar Wilson is the founder of Black Bitcoin Billionaires. And yeah, he had a lot of good things to say. Broke a lot of things down. Very simple and easy way to understand. So thank you for Breakfast Club for having him on the show and let him do what he does. I ain't even gonna hold ya. At one point, I wasn't feeling what Lamar Wilson was saying, to the point where I felt like I didn't need to go into his rooms and whatnot, because I thought I wanted to learn something else. I thought I was on a different path. But as we learn and educate ourselves, we also gotta learn the stuff we think we don't want to learn. That being said, I always knew this man was very well educated. Didn't know his stuff. I just thought he had a different path that he wanted to walk down. But I am glad I sat down and it's funny. You know what I mean? Breakfast Club is one thing that I really don't even watch, but it was like, dang, they have Lamar Wilson on here. I gotta watch this. You know what I mean? Shout out to Lamar Wilson for spreading the knowledge. Shout out to Black Bitcoin Billionaire. A lot of great things going on. One second. sorry I ain't see your comment earlier. Hopefully it just came. Let me see. Let me hop on again. I'm Sunny SoL SoVereign. Yeah, 23andMe. Never heard of it, but let's go ahead and look. 23andMe. How you doing, Cairo QT? Cairo QT, how you doing? How your day going, man? Hope all is going well. So 80% receives a report with a meaningful genetic variant. Will you be a part of the 80%? So, I haven't read much yet, but just just a little information. This channel is like a blockchain channel, right? And this right here is kind of what caught me off guard. A federal law, GINA, provides protection from employer and health insurance discrimination based on your genetics. So, I like the idea of what they're doing. Right, they're taking people's saliva and making sure they're healthy, and you know what I mean, no blood, no needles. That's great. We definitely need this idea out there. We definitely need someone to be doing this. But this is very sensitive information. You know what I mean? Depending on what's going on with you, this is sensitive information. So what I would like to see is this information being transacted more transparent, not the whole information itself, but just the transaction when it's coming from, let's say, their lab to a doctor. Their lab to your private doctor. When that information is transacted from the laboratory where they're checking your saliva at to your personal doctor who you talk to and make sure you're alright, that transaction should be on the blockchain. I don't want a law saying like, oh no, that transaction is safe because we say it's safe, because there's a law out there saying it's safe. So that's my opinion on it, but again, I do love the idea. It's definitely a dope idea, and thank you for putting me on this. Something that we could definitely stay, up to date with if you like. Let me see, where can I put this in? I'll put it right here in the SoL Sovereignty. Is there a better place for it? Do we got like a host channel? We go ahead and put just the host channel. Cause that is a dope idea. Like the idea of you sending your saliva out to somewhere and to, be properly diagnosed and checked with, whatever. That's definitely a game changer. We need something like that for sure. So I'm gonna go ahead and stay up to date with this. We'll see how well we can stay up to date with this. I wonder if it's out there in the public market. Is there a stock for this? Do you know? 23andMe? Is it out in like the S&P market or anything? Where's the save button? And yo, bro, I hope you're feeling better. I hope you start to feel better soon. And thank you for coming. Also, if you don't know, Cairo QT, I've been making my own NFTs, 100 unique NFTs. I've been doing that almost every time I come on here and do my technical analysis, my market analysis and whatnot. I've been creating my NFTs. Let me go ahead and do a quick show you real quick. Before that, I'ma hop off. Hope you're still there. If you're not, it's still cool, man. It's still cool. Hope everyone having a blessed day. So, I'm almost to my 7th one. Want to start creating my 7th NFT here soon.
Strong, physically, mentally, and spiritually.
Here's number 6.
And I bet you got hoes. I said, you don't know me. Sleepovers turns into jealousy. And now we both fucked up. Got stuck in the middle.
Alpha among alphas.
I'll show you my favorite one real quick.
NFT number 3. The way this person unlocks knowledge and brings it back to a community. It's like no other being. SoL sub number 4 coming soon. Show in our Discord. Comment for the link.
So yeah, I'm making 100 unique of these NFTs, and thank you. I'm gonna look into it. The ticker symbol me. And all the profits of these NFTs are gonna go to the SoL SoVereign Treasury Vault. And from there, we're gonna go ahead and trade until we have a sufficient amount of capital, and then go ahead and deploy that capital to our community, so we can go ahead and create more centralized and decentralized Afro-American and Afro-Latin American ecosystems and protocols. Anyways, Cairo QT, thank you for coming. I'm gonna be back on a little later to create my 7th NFT. And thank you for everyone that came and watched today's show. If you haven't, join me on Discord, follow me on TikTok. And yeah, we'll be back on sometime later today to create NFT number 7 and maybe talk about some other crypto news and market news. Again, Cairo QT, thank you for the question, man. It was a fun chatting with you. I hope you got better, broski. And to all my other sovereigns, hope you have a great Saturday.